Hello everybody and welcome to Mercedes overview and you know pros and cons and whatnot. Well, this is a very underrated class to start off. The only reason that it's so underrated is because of its mobbing skill, which I shall go over when I get to fourth job. It's pretty bad mobbing, but its hypers make up for it, and all the buffs also make up for it. Think of it as a dual blade. Dual blades have Final Cut. It does 163% damage times 3, which compared to what most classes have, it's pretty bad. You know, as I went over with the Cannoneer, Cannoneer has 545% damage times 4 compared to, 163 times 3 is nothing. Alright, so let's start with the beginner skills. You got your Elven Healing, which is it's a recovery. It really helps out a lot and saves a lot of pots. You get your extra EXP earned, which once level 2 link skills, I think it's 15%. You got your Updraft. This is a very useful skill. Let me see if I can find a way to show it. Find a place to show it while I continue this. It's mobility. It really helps you. Now, Elven Graze is attack speed. It makes your attacks even faster. Now that's enough bit for beginner skills. Now, here we got your first job. First job is really whatever, you just get your critical, which is pretty nice. And pretty much everything gets max, I think, except Swift Door Shop, but it stays at like 19 or 16. But it doesn't really matter since it's first job. Second job, you don't max Piercing Storm, you max everything else. Now here's where everything gets interesting. Here, they receive a 15% damage and critical chance 15%. You already have pretty high critical once you max this. So plus this, as I was saying, this is a 49%. So that's because of my cards. It should be a 45%. Plus Spirit Search, you got 60% critical chance. And so and you can put some sharp eyes on that, and it's very easy to get 100% critical rate. Now you max everything except Piercing Storm. And when you go in third job, you max everything but Gust Drive. It goes up to 19. And here's your little summon. It just does additional damage every interval, I think, like a second. And with a chance of making a status like burning, freezing, and just damage. Is your Aerial Barrage. It can only be used after this, which I have not even looked at this. Aerial Barrage is a pretty nice skill. It's not really used after third job. Here's your survival skill. It absorbs 30% damage and 25% elemental and status resistance. So it's always nice to have this on. It really saves, considering they have really low defense. Ignis Roar. This gives you a void and 40 attack. It's pretty nice buff. Now this is your only, you could say, only party buff. It increases damage dealt to a target by 10%, I believe. Yeah, 10%. Leap Tornado, it's pretty good, and it gets upgraded in fourth job. But whatever. Stunning Strikes is your fourth job attacking, spam skill, but you can still link all attacks. Alright, here in fourth job, you got Ishtar's Ring. This is your bossing skill, and as you level it up, increase your Stunning Strike damage. You get your Spikes Royale. It's kind of like Night Lord's area, which it lowers defense. You got Lightning Edge. It's just a normal attack skill with a cooldown. Rolling Moonsault is one of your main fourth job mobbing skills, and This is your main buff, damage 30% and HP, and you get an additional 20% avoid. Combining this with Spirit Surge, you get a total of 45% damage increase. Dual Bowgun Expert, Explanatory, Defense Break. You have a chance to ignore all enemy defense, but you shouldn't rely on this. You should totally get some PDR on your attacks, because even though it does 40% chance, does increase that your damage a lot, it's way more stable if you have some defense, advanced final attack, whatever. And let's go into hypers. Right. For passive, it's suggested that you put here the 30% damage in addition to help out with stunning strikes. Your damage on it is Charge Ring, and right here you really here the only really like needed skill, it will be the Temper Link, the Reinforce, and this 3, which are really nice. It helped out with survivability and elemental resistances. You get an extra 10% damage reduced. Let's go into attacks. Now you have your 80 attack power and some stance. Now this really helps out a lot. And you get your hyper skill. This hyper skill is really awesome. Only 8-second cooldown. It really adds to your damage, considering it does 3000% damage, and it's pretty fast. So it can be really chained easily with stunning strikes. And heroic memory is just like the same as all the other things. Thanks for watching, and enjoy your new class.